Welcome back to Sarita's garden. I'm doing some videos in the shade, so I'm going to walk into this area under the big oak tree. This is an oak that did survive the tornado we had, I don't know, 2 years ago. We did have to get it pruned quite a bit because there were a lot of breaks, but this is our big oak. And we have been working on planting on this. This is like kind of straight west of our house. We've been working on planting over here, plodding along. We didn't start with this area, so it's not very developed or grown up like some of the other parts of our food forest. But in front of me here, I have a mango. This is called orange sherbet. And I think we've had sherbet, I don't know. We've been here in total three almost and a half years, and I think we got sherbet maybe like 3/4 of a year after we moved in. So it did flower this year. That was the first time it's flowered in 2026. So we're pretty excited to see that. Even it flowered after the freeze, and not many of our not many of our mangoes did flower after the freeze. So it's getting a nice shape. I've pruned it numerous times, and now that this is the season when it would have fruited, if it did, this is when you want to prune. So I need to get out and prune pronto. Behind it here, this is Jamaican cherry, the red variety, and this was like a seedling that my friend gave me that I brought over in my car from Naples, and I just looked back at a picture of what it looked like when we first planted it, and it was so spindly and so short, and yeah, it fell over in the tornado, but we righted it back up, and it's produced fruit really well. That's been a great tree. It's nice. It's a nice shape of a tree. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit more. Oops. It's a really pretty shape, actually, and it's not heavy shade, and it's wonderful just to like pick the fruit. The birds love the fruit. The Jamaican cherry in general tastes a little bit like cotton candy, and the birds eat the really high ones. We try to get all the low ones, and yeah, it's a great tree to have. We have several in the yard. This is a jackfruit. This is from Zane's nursery. I think this is called My One is the variety, and shockingly, this is one of the only jackfruit that has survived in our food forest. It's been really tough for us with jackfruit, and we've heard other people have like really easy experiences with jackfruit. We've tried seeds, we've tried grafted ones, we've done it all, and they continue to die. So this one seems pretty happy here, and we're hopeful one day we'll have fruit on it. I don't know when, but someday. And then over here along the fence line, we do continue to plant things, and we have various things going on. This is hard to see and maybe not as interesting, but I did grow seeds of seaside goldenrod, and right there next to the flag, it's super hard to see, but you can kind of see a little plant coming out there. That's a really pretty tall native that has beautiful fall yellow flowers, and the one on the other side of our yard is about 6 feet tall right now. It's not flowering yet, but it will be in the next 2 months. So I planted that here. We have this is lemongrass. Then we also have, this is Jamaican caper, and it's supposed to have really pretty flowers. It has not flowered yet. We look forward to seeing it flower. It's a slow grower. It's a native, and but I think it's really pretty. I like the leaves, and then just down the row here, this is our Monstera deliciosa. This was dug up from someone's yard, my friend in Naples, Cindy, thank you. It's been growing. It likes shade. It's been growing and growing and growing. We have not had fruit. I don't know how long it takes fruit to develop on the Monstera, but we've not had it. I've tasted it one time. Brad has never tasted it. It's a really nice tasting fruit. And then back here, I'm going to kind of forget the name of this guy, but this is a native peperonia or something like that. I always remember it sounds like pepperoni. It's a really unique looking leaf. It's a native. It's a ground cover. I just tried to get it going in here. I have the flags here so Brad doesn't mow it or weed whack it. And then over here, gosh, this is so pretty. This is chaya, and this is the the flowering variety that the bees really love. We have a little vetiver here for water. This area back here by the fence historically gets very wet from the neighboring yard. The water comes over here, and so we've put some things that can handle the water. Chaya not so much, but it seems to be a high enough spot next to the pine. And then this is Brazilian red cloak. We've seen it growing in other people's yards, and we love the flowers. So I ordered a small plant of this on Etsy, and it has taken a really long time to grow. And we have, we think, the beginning of our first flower cluster. So it's not a native, but we find it to be really beautiful. And we've seen it grow pretty tall in people's yards. So we thought that would be a pretty addition back here. And then up in the front here, because again, I am just staying in the shade. This is red maple, which can grow quite big, I think 20, 25 feet. We thought that would be beautiful to have some fall color. It's shocking to me that red maple grows in Florida. I grew up in Vermont, and we had maples in Vermont, and so I'm like, how does that grow here? But it does. Okay, this is this ginger-looking plant that has these really cool flowers that come off. Let's show you some here. This is shampoo ginger, and when these cones make, when they get red, you can see it's getting a little bit pink in some spots. There was like a flower. Oh, and let's show you this flower. Here's the yellow flower, if you can see that there. That's what those cute little flowers look like, and then you see some of them have already been there and died. But they'll turn all red, starting to turn just a teeny bit pink there on the edges, but it will get all red. And then when you can come over like with a bucket or something, kind of lean them and bend them sideways and squeeze it over the bucket, and you get this shampoo-like body soap liquid, which is so cool. They like a little bit of shade. It's looking maybe slightly not so happy since it's been so dry, and it's hot. All right, this is a soursop that was here when we moved in, and I have pruned it numerous times. I'm liking the shape of it. We did have a flower on it. This is one that we have tried to hand pollinate, and let me just see if I can find where that flower was. It's not really visible right now. I don't know if it's still there, if it fell off, but there was a flower, and then it was hard to tell if it had gotten pollinated or not. It might not have. So anyway, we'll see if the soursop ever does anything. We've seen it flower numerous times. We've tried to hand pollinate because I don't know if it's a great self-pollinator, but still nothing. Okay, then we have a little native patch over here. We do have a couple pineapples that haven't been particularly happy in this spot, so I'll probably at some point move those. We have a native plant here called snowberry, and it has recently started making these little teeny, what looks like maybe is going to be flowers. Hard to zoom in enough to show you this delicate structure. Can't really see it too well, but maybe you can see it just a little bit there. So that's new. We've never seen that before on the snowberry. It's just kind of this spindly looking plant, but I think it's supposed to have flowers and berries, hence the name snowberry. And then right here, this is called wild lime. It's not actually going to do any fruit, but it is a host. It's a native plant, and it's a host for a butterfly, for the larva. Don't remember which one, though. It might be multiples. Wild coffee, also a native plant. We have tried so many times to get this plant and to get it to survive. This is maybe the third or the fourth time we've tried, and it's pretty much a miracle that it has survived. We think the leaves are really pretty. You often see these at parking lots, stores or whatever, as kind of like their landscaping borders and such. I wish I could remember the name of this. Our lovely friends Todd and Rhiannon have a native plant nursery that they're building, and they gifted us this beautiful plant. When we got it, it had some really pretty purple flowers on it, which are not happening right now. But it's a very delicate, beautiful plant. I'll try to find out the name of it and try to put it in the notes, but I might forget. So ask me in the comments if you want to know what it is, because I have to ask her again, because I can't, she's told me like 5 times. She's probably going to be annoyed I ask her again, but I can't remember it. It just doesn't roll off the tongue, but I love that it's survived and that it's pretty. And then we have fire spike in the background here, kind of blooming a little bit right now. This could be a pretty big shrub and kind of bush. You see those nice flowers. Let me get around it a little bit, but that means I'm going into the sun, which means the video will be done. Yeah, so that's fire spike. Kind of pretty under this Jamaican cherry where we started the video. And this is pretty much the whole space under our oak tree. I'm thinking about planting in some I always forget what things are called when it's just like sort of out of mind. It's a really tall frostweed. That's what it's called. It's a native, and that's what the little seedling looks like. I was going to put some of these back here. I have some on the east side, and it's a little too crowded, so I wanted to try it over here and see if that would be a good space. So anyway, thanks for watching Sarita's Garden, progress of things growing under the oak. See you next time.